to some people, ECQ extension is actually very negative. It's impacting them in a negative way. But to others like me, okay, I'm actually working for a multinational company as a writer and publisher, and it's actually good news, really, because I'm working from home, and well, a lot of people are working from home during this new normal, as they call it, and my company is planning to extend the work from home setup because of these extensions of ECQ. So basically, it's good for me, and not to brag actually, because I don't wanna sound insensitive, but I'm just sharing this with you guys that the pandemic has been really good to me, and I understand that millions of people were really impacted by the pandemic, right? Millions of people lost their job, but of course we have a lot of people as well who were able to survive the pandemic and were able to become more resourceful, and they were able to find new avenues of or new ways in order to make money. And there are online selling, online jobs going on, and some were able to establish new business like food business, and they sell online. And in my community alone, there is this Facebook group of barangays in Makati in which people sell their foods and products, etc. Anything actually. And I do patronize these small businesses within my community. So I order food online, I order their products or anything. And in fact, not just foods, but also items that they sell online. So basically, it's a matter of survival, and this is how we survive during this new normal, as they call it. So another thing that we'd like to tackle is the issue of vaccination. I'm not vaccinated yet, all right, because this is one thing that's really hot to a lot of people, because this is impacting all of us. So if you're gonna think that this is not political or politics, think again. Okay, the issue of vaccination is more political than health issue, really, because it's gonna impact your rights, your privacy, your information, or your identity. And a lot of people were like saying, I've seen it online, that hey, why not implement or make it mandatory for people to present vaccine card or vax card before they enter establishment. And I've seen that. Okay, for example, there's this news from ABS-CBN, wherein some politicians, some bureaucrats in this country are like mumungkahe, right? They are like, what do you call this, recommending or suggesting that mandatory vaccine card be implemented, okay, in private establishments. So, okay, first, let me just make myself clear, right? The technique or tactics being done by the government in order to force vaccination, first, it's ECQ, right? They implemented ECQ in order, and we've seen Duterte doing all these scare tactics, and because of that, there was commotion in Metro Manila, okay, especially in the city of Manila, Las Piñas, and Antipolo. People scrambling to be vaccinated. And then I've seen some, comments from DDS or Duterte supporters that, hey, that's actually, a tactic of Duterte. He's doing it right, because a lot of people now would like to be vaccinated, and a lot of people were also saying or blaming the people that, why did you not get vaccinated prior to all of this? Because hey, I did actually try to apply for vaccination. I'm not an anti-vaxxer, right? I'm not an anti-vaxxer, and I tried to apply because in my locality we're gonna apply online, right? I did try to check every day, but I couldn't get an appointment. And when I went to some places, I've heard from from my neighbors and others, business owners in my place, that they were able to be vaccinated because they know someone at the barangay hall or the city that they live in. For example, I live in Makati, and they did get vaccinated or vax in Taguig because they know someone in the government. All right, these are all true stories, and I tried almost every day because I'm using this Trace app of Taguig because my company is in Taguig, and I couldn't get an appointment. I did try to check every day, and there are a lot of people at DDS, for example, who are like calling people like me anti-vaxxer. Do they even know what anti-vaxxer means? This is actually, anti-vaxxer is what I call, is a smear term that originally came from the West. Okay, anti-vaxxer in the West is actually like an ideological movement, and usually the anti-vaxxers in the Western world, especially in America, are left-leaning. They're either left-leaning statists or just simply socialist. Their political ideology is socialistic. I'm not referring to Marxist socialism. It's socialistic. It's statist. All right. So if you're gonna see someone who is anti-vaxxer or who qualifies the definition of anti-vaxxer, if you're gonna check further on his or her political ideology, most likely that person is statist or socialist or socialist leaning. All right. So I haven't seen any quote unquote anti-vaxxer, someone who qualifies or who completes or who qualifies the definition of anti-vaxxer as a real anti-vaxxer. I haven't seen an anti-vaxxer in this country, not even online. And another tactic being done by the government, and this is something that they're going to do in the future, is to partner or force businesses or the private sector to implement no vaccine, no entry policy. And